Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ollie here from CryptoVest.com. It is the 21st of November today, and we're going to be looking at Stellar Lumens trading against Bitcoin over one-day candles in front of us. The crypto market is now down at around $150 billion. We've lost about $60 billion in this bear market so far. Bitcoin had a brief crash down to $4,000 when the backed trading platform announced it won't be launching now until next year, so that kind of knocked investor confidence quite a lot. But despite that, Stellar has been doing particularly well. It was briefly in at number 4 before Bitcoin Cash had its sort of late resurgence this morning and had a I think it was like 17% gain as the best performing cryptocurrency in the top 10, surprisingly. Then it came back down, but it's still hovering around 5%, so Bitcoin Cash is still back in number 4 position. We just kicked Stellar out into 5th again. So despite that though, it's still uptrending really nicely, and sort of these cross-border payment coins, so Ripple and Stellar, have been, two of the best performing cryptocurrencies in this market so far. They've just had these really strong uptrends despite everything else going in 30-40% in the red. It's sort of hovering quite nicely now at the moment around 4,300 sats support. It's been holding there pretty much for most of today. Had a little bit of oscillation between, but you can see bulls are now come back in. We're sort of around this 4,400 mark at the moment, and looking like we're going to continue up. Everything's kind of looking pretty positive. As you can see, we're oscillating in a very tight, narrow, range-bound channel here. We've got this, it's almost in the Bollinger Bands. We're sort of oscillating between the upper Bollinger Band and this sort of middle one here. I guess an early reversal sign if things are about to go bad will probably come if candles start to close below this middle Bollinger Band. We can probably assume that the uptrend is over if that happens. But for now, it's traveling nicely inside the sort of blue dashed lines here. Looking at the RSI, you can see it's almost entered into the overbought region twice, and on the third time it broke into it. Right now, we've sort of corrected back down into the channel, but as you can see, there's early signs of it starting to go back towards it again as momentum increases. On the MACD indicator, obviously things are looking very bullish. The 12 MA is well above the 26 MA line here. We've also got big buying candles still on the histogram, so things are looking pretty good right now. It's looking like it will continue on. The 4,700 sats mark here was the resistance that held us down yesterday, as we sort of hit the peak of the current price action. It's come back down again, but it's looking like it wants to head back up there and retest again soon. This is the highest price point we've seen for Stellar since way back in May, so it's some really promising signs. Even though this bear market is continuing, things aren't looking like Bitcoin's going to explode anytime soon. Stellar's actually doing really, really well, and from here we'd like it to see it test the next resistance of 4,870, and then the top sort of target for now appears to be this 5,285 sats mark, and I've got those two last price targets by simply looking back at the 1 week chart. And as you can see, back in the 23rd of April this year, the first price target, the 4,870 sats mark, was a key resistance in holding us down before we came all the way back down to around the sort of 3,500 sats mark. And then if we go back, we're all the way back to the start of the year. This sort of 5,285 sats mark was the sort of strong resistance that held us down after sort of erupting into our sort of all-time high. So this is hopefully something we can find ourselves, traveling back towards. And right now, that's at around nearly 20% away from where we are right now. So it's not totally unrealistic. It's well within reach if we continue in the current uptrend. So yeah, so things are looking pretty good. Obviously, we're waiting for Coinbase to announce the listing of XLM on their platform. It was, following the statement they brought out in July earlier this year when they said they were reviewing 5 cryptocurrencies to list on the platform. Stellar was among one of them, as well as Basic Attention Token, OX, the ZRX token, which has already been listed, Cardano, and Zcash, Zcoin. So a few coins. We're still waiting for Stellar, so that's obviously helped keeping morale high for this particular asset. And also, if they stick to their tech spec and roadmap that they brought out in March, we should hopefully see Stellar Lumen Lightning Network go live sometime next month. So obviously some really big things coming out for Stellar. Interstellar, the subsidiary of the Stellar Foundation, actually brought out Starlight in the beta version, which is currently running. So that's kind of a similar product to the Lightning Network, and obviously they're trying to test and see how that works. So yeah, some really promising things coming out, and obviously this asset's doing really well as a result of that. So yeah, guys, drop me a comment in the section below. Let me know what you think of Stellar. Let me know if you think it will continue going up and up, or whether you think it will start to correct soon. Let me know how you think Bitcoin would do as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, so check out the full TA at cryptovest.com. And yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Nice one. Thank you.